taken a trip to the lake or gone to a theme park over the summer, but get this. Some students at Southeast Missouri State went digging for dinosaur bones. So check this out. A group of 14 geoscience students traveled to Jordan, Montana, where they spent time getting hands-on experience with fossils in the Badlands. During the week, long trip, students got the chance to do field work like a paleontologist and even discovered a T-Rex bone. Yeah, that's so cool. That fossil and others like it now reside at SEMO. So happy to have instructor Pamela, students Andrew, Megan. Thank you for taking the time to be here.
Thank you for having us.
So do people just think you're real cool?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So tell us what we have here. This is like, I'm kind of honored to be standing in front of this. What do we have here?
So here is the T-Rex bone that we found this summer. I actually found it kind of off by myself.
Oh my gosh.
And these are other bones found in years past with other trips that were taken.
I love how you said that so calmly. Like, yeah, I discovered like a T-Rex bone.
She wasn't calm at the time.
No.
What was that experience like actually being like, I think this is it?
Okay, so Professor Mills always says, like, you are the first person to see this bone in 67 million years, or the first anything to see this bone in 67 million years. So it's very much, wow, how cool is this? And I don't know, it's an experience like no other. So.
And speaking of that experience, Pamela, I want to bring you in here to really talk about how many years you guys have been doing this.
Well, I went a couple of times on my own, and the students were amazed and wanted to go. So I started in 2019. We've gone every year but 2020, which we won't talk about.
Oh, no.
No, we don't want to talk about that. But we've gone every year since then, and each year it seems to fill up. My trip fills up just a little bit faster.
Wow. So. And I also want to bring in Andrew now. You've gone on this a few times?
Yes, this last summer was my second time going.
Oh my gosh. Tell us about your first time going. Was it breathtaking for you?
Yes, absolutely. It was. It's really beautiful out there. Breathtaking when you see it for the first time, when you're out in the landscape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us about what it was like being paleontologist for a week.
Well, it's really cool because we actually have paleontologists come and help us, and we don't really know what we're looking at when you first see it. So for example, this bone, when I saw it, I had no idea what I was looking at. I just knew that it was a bone.
Oh.
And a couple of the paleontologists came over and they were telling me about how it's layered, and I couldn't quite get it because I'm not an expert. And then Professor Mills looks at me and goes, "That's a T-Rex bone."
Oh my gosh.
So it's really cool.
So my mouth dropped whenever you mentioned this. You said this was a vertebrae?
Yeah, this is a Triceratops vertebrae.
That's massive.
Yes, it's very, very large. It's only part of it. There's bone that would come out down this way. So it's only part of the vertebrae, but the top part.
And you were, Pamela, hovering over this one.
Well, the T-Rex tooth, yes, of course. You can see the serrations, and I was the one that found that the very first time I saw it. I got chill bumps, and I just could hardly believe what I was seeing. I took it back to the motel that we stay in, which is hardly a motel. It's just it's very, very small. But I was brushing it to get the dirt off of it, and I just started laughing because I was brushing a T-Rex tooth with a toothbrush. It was pretty amazing. But I do think one of the highlights of the trip is that even though they're taught how to, prospect in the field, then they're taught how to excavate, just like a paleontologist, then they jacket. She gets to name that because she's the one who found it, and it gets a jacket, and she named it the Meg. But it doesn't
Megan,
stop. It doesn't stop at the end of the week. We work with a group called PaleoX Adventure 360, a nonprofit organization, and they bring the fossils back to campus. They're on loan to us. Andrew worked in the lab all last year, prepping the fossils, cleaning the fossils. These have been, you can look at that and tell how much work has gone in to make them look like this.
Oh wow, it is quite incredible. If somebody's watching right now and they're like, I really want to see this in person, how can they do that?
Well, I've been working with, it's going to be on display also during homecoming week, but I've been working with the Chris Museum at the River campus, and they're going to put all of our fossils on display in February. So you'll be able to go see the fossils at the River campus, at the Chris Museum.
I love hearing that. And we'll be sure to have all the information available at kfvs12.com following the interview. Thank you three for taking the time to be here.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.